Hi everybody, we're back. This is step 2 of the lesson called Off. And with me today is a little 2-year-old Shih Tzu. Her name is Cinnamon, but we call her Cinny. Cinny's going to be my assistant today. So we're going to start out on this lesson with, I'm going to put a piece of chicken on the floor. If she moves towards the piece of chicken, I cover it with my hand and I give the cue off. Okay, so off. And once again, just like we did in the first step, I wait for her to either back up, sit down, lie down, and or give me a look. Okay? So when she backs away from it, then I reward her with the other hand. Good. Take it. Alright, that's one trial. Every time we do that, I move it a few inches. That makes it look a little bit different to the dog each time. And once again, I'm going to say Cinny, off. And she's already sitting, so I'm just kind of going to wait her out here and see if she'll give me a look. Off. If she moves towards it, I cover it with my hand and I say off. Good. She finally looks up at me. She gets rewarded with the other hand. Take it. And once again, I move it a few inches. And I tell her off. She moves forward. I cup it with my hand. I tell her off. Okay. Then I remove my hand to see if she's going to stay back away from it. Okay, she gives me a little look there, so I'm going to reward her away from the one on the floor. Take it. One more time. Cinny, off. Good. Because she's already sitting and she's a few inches back away from the one on the floor, what I'm doing right here is I'm looking for her to give me a look. Okay? If she would be standing up, I would settle for backing up, sitting down, lying down, anything like that. But since she's already kind of away from the object and she's sitting, I will wait for the look. Once she gives me the look, then she gets rewarded. Okay? Okay, off. One thing that's really important when you're doing the floor exercise is that you are close enough to be able to cup this guy with your hand. Okay? If you put it too far away, the dog, because they're so much faster than we are, the dog will be able to get the treat off the floor, and then it kind of becomes a game of beat my owner to the treat. Okay, so you want to make sure that you're close enough to that treat to where if you see the dog move forward towards it, you're close enough to where you can cup it with your hand. Okay? Okay, so sitting off. Good. She gives me a little look there. Take it. And again, I move the treat. Off. Good. She just gave me a little look. And take it. Good girl. Now, after you've done this a while, your dog gets proficient at doing this, the way to know when you should move to the third and final step is by putting something down on the floor, telling your dog off, and then say go ahead and take it. And if the dog balks and pretty much is telling you no, that you've been telling me all along that's an off thing, off. And you have to tell the dog 3 or 4 or 5 times, no, go ahead, take it, take it, take it. And the dog still stands back like that. That lets you know that the dog has now got it figured out that they're not supposed to have that one, because all along you've been telling them that the one on the floor is the off item. Okay? So once you get to that point where you can put the treat down, tell them off, they back away, and then you say, okay, take it, and you point to the one you've been using all along on the floor, take it, and they back away, and then you have to tell them again, take it, and they still stay back, and you tell them again, take it, and they still stay back. That lets you know that you're now ready to move on to the third and final step, which is real life stuff. Okay?